Hello, hello. Welcome, replay viewers. We will get started in just a minute. I will just wait a second and see if anybody is going to pop on. Wherever and whenever you are watching this, I hope you are having a beautiful day. Please don't mind I have a pot problem. I did switch to diet, but I think that might actually be worse for you. Oh, hello, hello. Hey, Bella. How are you today? Bella, if you would just say hi so I know my comments are working, that would be awesome. Oh no, does that mean they're not working? Because I don't see anything. I might have to exit out and restart. Let's see in just a second. There is a little bit of a lag with Facebook Live. Oh, there it is. Woohoo! Hi. Thank you. Now I won't spend the next 5 minutes like worrying that the comments are not working. It's a very common problem. It's very frustrating. Hey Jennifer, how are you? So we will get started here in just a second. I'm like finding my notes here. If you are watching live or if you are watching the replay, please do comment with any questions that you may have. Hey Savannah, or any specifics that you'd like to know, any questions you have for me in general. And if you are commenting on the replay, I promise I will get back to you promptly. I will be watching for comments in the future. So I guess we'll go ahead and get started. I got quite a few people watching, actually. Thank you all for being here tonight with me. First things first, I want to thank you all for supporting my small business. And following along with me on my LuLaRoe journey. You will be glad I have these notes so that I do not just ramble for like the next 20 minutes. So please forgive my notebook, but trust me, you will be glad. So I am broadcasting live in my Facebook group tonight, and I am hopefully also recording this so that I can share it in my other social media channels. So if you are watching the replay on YouTube or elsewhere, welcome to you as well. And the reason for all of this, for coming on tonight and doing a live Q&A, is that I have experienced so much success so quickly with LuLaRoe that honestly I was starting to feel kind of selfish for not sharing it with you. So I think it is time to open up the opportunity and share the wealth, literally. It has just been a remarkable journey. It has been an incredible blessing for my family. And for me personally. There is so much that comes along with selling clothing that makes people feel beautiful and comfortable in your clothing, comfortable in your own skin, and you go out knowing that you are being true to yourself, but you're also feeling fashionable and stylish and, a la mode, which does not just mean with ice cream. Can we just clarify that? I feel like that is a very common misconception. Yes, pie a la mode means with ice cream. A la mode means in fashion, in the fashion of. Maybe I'll do some research on that and give you a better explanation. But pie aside, here we are. So I want to just put this out there this way. Building a team was not, hey Crystal, building a team was really not part of my initial expectations for my business. Honestly, none of this was part of my initial expectations for my business. I knew that there were women all over the country who were selling LuLaRoe and just killing it. And so when I sort of discovered this world of opportunity as a stay-at-home mom, a work-at-home mom, that is certainly not, hey Vanya, that is certainly not the exclusive sort of market for who this is a great fit for, but it definitely is what I was looking for. There are people who work this as a full-time job, so that's me, although actually my daughter is my full-time job. She is amazing, but shockingly demanding for a 1-year-old. So she is my full-time job. But this for me is my secondary full-time job. There are definitely women and men, I should clarify, there are definitely guys who do this also. We'll talk about that later. But who do this part-time, or who do this, essentially on the weekends in addition to a 40-hour full-time job. So it really is all about finding the right fit for you and what you need, what you want, what you are looking for, and what is going to work for you. So I figured, hey, if I really work at this, surely I can sell enough leggings to make ends meet and to take some of the financial strain off of my very hardworking husband, who, was really in agreement with me that the best thing that we could do for our daughter was for me to stay home with her as opposed to putting her in childcare so that I could go back to an office job that I just didn't love, I wasn't passionate about. It wasn't really something that I wasn't really using my talents or gifts. It wasn't, I wasn't feeling any sort of professional fulfillment. It was just a paycheck, and not a great one at that. And the thought of, being away from Edie to go back to that just wasn't right for us. So Derek was super supportive. But that meant we were living on one income, and with a little one, if you have kids, and even if you don't have kids, that stuff is expensive. So we needed something. So this opportunity presented itself, and I thought, okay, if I can just, I can just make ends with you, right? Surely I can, really give this a go and make it work and, get by. Well, I wasn't wrong. You can definitely do that. What was such, an awakening for me was that I could do so much more than that. I've really come to sort of accept that the business opportunity with this is just endless. But I think going into this, I mostly underestimated myself. I wasn't really thinking about looking for something that was going to make me feel good. And I don't just mean, what I'm wearing. I meant in the general, in the sense that something that was going to be fulfilling for me, something that was going to be personally rewarding. And that really is the sort of solution that materialized, and it has been just so incredible, the way we have been able to, make it fit our lives and what we needed. So before anything else, I want you to know that I may have underestimated myself, but I will not underestimate you. If you are willing to work hard and believe in yourself, then this is the team for you. And this is a Q&A, after all. One of the things that comes up in a lot of our groups or with other retailers, LuLaRoe retailers that I know who are, I don't want to say struggling, but who are not feeling like they have as much support as they need or could use or would benefit from. Hey Vicki, how are you? So one of the questions that comes up is, does it really matter who you sign up under? In a word, yes. In the most basic level, no. I mean, we all have a link. We all have a personal link. And so you go to the website, you can do it. I might never know. I mean, I will know once I will get the notification. But you can look at my business card and find my link and go and sign up. So it doesn't matter who you sign up with. Then you're in the queue, you wait your 6 to 8 weeks, you onboard, you buy your starter package, and you're in, right? So what does it matter who you sign up with? What you really need to ask is what happens after you click submit? What happens after you use that link and you go in and boom, you're in the queue? Okay, awesome. In 6 to 8 weeks, you're going to get a phone call from LuLaRoe. They're going to say, are you ready to onboard? And if you are, off you go. Well, then what? So this is, I think, just so important. And I was really fortunate. I did do a good bit of research before I joined a team, because I knew that I didn't want to be restricted to local sales. I love our small town life, but there are only so many people in Monroe, Wisconsin, and you cannot go into this expecting your close personal family and friends to be your consumer group. You just can't. It's not fair to them, and it's not fair to yourself, because there is a demand for this product all over the country. And it doesn't matter whether, I mean, I'm in Wisconsin, it doesn't matter whether my customers are in Florida or Alaska or wherever. I will always have different inventory than every other LuLaRoe retailer. So there's not that sense of direct competition, in that we all have different merchandise. We all have different inventory. LuLaRoe's patterns, prints, colors are always changing, so we're all getting different stuff all the time. So I knew that I wanted to be able to market across the country. I wanted to be able to market nationally, and I knew that obviously I was going to be doing that through the internet. So I wanted a team that was really focused on network marketing and using the resources that are there, you know, on the internet, like using Facebook, Facebook Live, Facebook groups, Facebook business pages, but also Instagram, Twitter, Periscope. There are so many outlets to sell this amazing product, and there are people there waiting to buy it. So you have to find your niche and what works for you. But I knew that I needed a team and I needed a support network that was going to help me learn to do that, because I suppose I am a millennial, but I'm on the early side of the spectrum of millennials. So like Facebook came out the year after I graduated from college. So I did not come up on this stuff. There was a time period like in my early 20s where I could, you know, mid 20s, where I could do anything on Facebook and I knew how to fix all the settings. And that's not true anymore. I know a lot more now because I use it for my business. But there are definitely times where I'm like, I don't know how to do this. And Instagram is, you know, even newer than Facebook. Periscope is you know, really quite recent. And so I needed people in my team, in my upline, that leadership to say, hey, we're going to show you how to do this. We're going to teach you. You don't have to figure this all out on your own. You don't have to be a social media pro. You don't have to be a computer wizard. If it's something that I have not mastered yet and I can't teach you, there is someone on our team who is an expert at that, and they are using that to grow their business and grow their sales, and they are there and open to teach you and to share with you. And that is what's so amazing. So yes, I cannot emphasize this enough. You need strong leadership to succeed in this business. I would not have seen probably not even that, of the success that I have without the support of my upline and my team and all of those resources and people, personal relationships, people who are available to me to help me. So this is a sisterhood, although, and I mentioned this earlier that we would talk about this now, guys are also welcome. It is not an exclusive sorority. Guys are also welcome. There are, I don't want to say quite a few, I'm sure there are more than quite a few. Proportionally, it is considerably smaller than the women who are doing this. But there are definitely guys who are LuLaRoe retailers, and you'll see this a lot. Couples make really great teams if you can stand to be around your spouse that much. I love my husband, but we are a team. We are not a business team. He's very supportive. He does help with a few things here and there, but this is my business. He goes to his 8 to 5. I run my business, and we do not get in each other's way. We try not to anyway. So yeah, but if you just really love being around your spouse like 24/7, good for you. I will have to hit you up for some like tips on that. But you can definitely do this as a team. You can do this as a sister team. You can do this as a mother-daughter team. It's not complicated. You just form an LLC for tax purposes. It's really very simple. I could be a sole proprietor. It's just me. Like I don't have a team. I still have an LLC. So that is something, hey Chelsea, how are you? That is something that I can definitely walk you through. And we have lots of sister teams, mother-daughter teams, friend teams. Like you don't need to be like, I don't know, blood relation. You can go into this as a team, and that does take some of the financial burden. It does split some of the financial burden of the onboarding cost, which we will talk about. If you have questions specifically, please don't be shy. I will watch the comments, post them. I will answer them to the best of my ability. But otherwise, thanks for listening. I love to hear myself talk. I will just keep going through my notes. So talking about teams, we've talked about, all of the amazing resources and just the amazing people that I've gotten to know and really just benefited so much from having be a part of my business and having this super strong leadership. So when you sign up to be a LuLaRoe retailer with me, you are joining, you guys will love this, we are Team BAE, okay? We are Team BAE, which stands for Better Ask Edie, because Edie is the actual boss around here. So when you join my team, that is LLR Team BAE, hashtag. I don't have two hands for you to do it. What is it, like this? Hashtag? See, I told y'all, I'm not cool. So you're joining Team BAE, but you are also joining my sponsors team. Casey Fish is a trainer now. She is amazing. She is Team Believe, Achieve, and Inspire. Okay. Just above her is Team Dream Realizers. That's Sarah Wilson's team. She is a coach. Just above her is Stacy Christina. She is a mentor. That is Team Superheroes. And above that, we are 7 mentors deep. And that is honestly pretty remarkable. I am 90% sure that we are the only team that can claim that. But I would hate to put that out there as like 100% sure and be wrong. But we are 7 mentors deep, which means that from Stacy, who is a mentor, right up to Deanne, the owner of the company, who started all of this just 3 or 4 years ago. Like LuLaRoe has not been around that long, especially when you look at some other direct sales companies that have been around for a long time. And business is booming and growing consistently. It is not a boom or bust market. There has been, of course, concern and criticism of, oh, this can't last. Well, they said that 2 years ago, and it is going strong with no signs of stopping. So you are joining this upline, this team of, I'm your sponsor, Casey is trainer, Sarah is coach, Stacy is mentor, and then above that is all mentors from us to the top. And so that's Joelle Day has Team Awesome Sauce. I just like to say these names because they're so cute. Tiffany Cook is Girls on Fire. Kelly Fott is Fashion Nation. Sadie Thompson is LuLaRoe Creators. And Kim Roylance is Fashion Stars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, and Skirt Associates. I almost forgot Skirt Associates. That's like the mother of all teams. That's one of the I think actually the original. I'll have to go look at the lineage on that. But my point is that this is a winning team. And this is your team. And you just don't be shy. Reach out. If I don't have an answer for you, someone does. And if you're up at 3 a.m., someone else is up at 3 a.m. on the team page. And if you post, they will respond. It is incredible. If you run into a problem with your technology, if you run into a problem with inventory, if you oversell and you have a customer who you are going to make cry when you have to tell them that you don't have the print that you thought that you had for them, you go post on your team page, and chances are somebody else has it, and they will sell it to you so that you can sell it to your customer. It is a strong team. It is a loving team. It really is a family. It is a sisterhood. Guys too. A sister brotherhood, a family, and it is like I have people who I now consider close, dear friends who are in Maine and Connecticut and Florida and all over the country. And so we have this reach, this spread. Truly, if you can go anywhere in the U.S. and if you are, I don't know, you're on vacation and you manage to spill barbecue down the front of your favorite shirt, in 30 minutes or less, can find you a LuLaRoe retailer on my team who will make sure that you get what you need. That's how it works, and it's just amazing. So, enough of my just beaming about my incredible team, because they really are just such inspirational, motivational. The material is there, the resources are there, the support is there. It's incredible. So let's get specific. Hey Michelle, how are you, girl? Oh, I have something to ask you. I will message you later. So let's get real here, okay? If you have questions, please post them in the comments. Even if you are watching the replay, I will get back to you. If I do not have the answer offhand, I promise I will find out and get back to you. I also promise that you will always get an honest response from me. Like, this is an expression that my husband and I joke about, but life is not all bubbles and roses. Things go really well, things go really poorly sometimes. Life happens, and I promise to give it to you straight. The good, the bad, the ugly, all of it. This is a business. If you've got a job that has zero stress and zero hiccups and, you know, nothing ever goes wrong, then I don't know what you're doing here. Just, you know, bye Felicia. So I promise to tell you the truth. And I think that's really important. And I'm all about communication on this team. So do not be afraid to ask the tough questions. And I am not scared to tell you the truth. So, brass tacks. So, brass tacks. How much? What does it take to get started? This is not your $99 kit for other direct sales companies. It's just not how it works. You cannot think about it that way. This is an investment. This is a business. This is not a hobby, and you are not purchasing a starter kit. The current onboarding packages start at about $5,000. So everybody pick your job off the floor, put your britches, you know, straighten your britches out. It's going to be okay. So the next question is, of course, why? Why is it so much? Why does it seem so daunting to be able to get started? You know, obviously, if you need a job, you're not just sitting on $5,000, you know, just waiting to invest in something. There are lots of ways to come up with that initial investment. And if you want to talk about those, I am always happy to. PM me. We will look at ideas that might work for you. I am also happy to add you to our team page that is called Dreaming of LuLaRoe. And that is, there are those of us who are now onboarded retailers in the group as well to answer questions. But it is a group designed for gals and guys who are interested, who are wanting to become LuLaRoe retailers, who need that support, who need those resources, who need those ideas of how to come up with that onboarding cost. So if you're interested in that, please send me a PM. I will add you to that group, and I will also happily discuss options with you to come up with that initial investment. So I said, it is an investment, it is a business, it's not a hobby, and you are investing. You're investing in yourself, you're investing in your own future. So let's see. What is the $5,000 package? Like, what are you getting? Just straight gold bricks. No, you are getting, that $5,000 is all inventory. There are actually larger packages than that, but we'll just talk about that one just for the sake of simplicity. It is all inventory. You are not actually paying for any kind of starter kit. You do get a starter kit, like you do get resources and like you get, what is in there? Pop-up invitations and how to host as a pop-up brochures, and I think the style card hangers are still in there. I'm sure it changes a little bit. But what you are actually paying for is your inventory, is your clothing at wholesale, and you are getting it at wholesale minus another 5%, and that is your additional LuLaRoe retailer discount. So you're getting the wholesale price on everything that you are purchasing minus 5%. There is no shipping cost on that. All those anywhere from, I want to say I had 7 boxes. I know someone who onboarded recently who had like 12 because she decided to do extra styles. All those boxes come shipped to you free, okay? There is no sales tax on that because you are buying it wholesale as a retailer. You are going to retail it. You are going to resell it at retail prices, and so then the sales tax is taken out of that purchase. So there's no tax, there is no shipping. The onboarding package number is what it is. There is no fee to join. There's no like membership fee. There's nothing like that. You're getting your kit for free that has those, printed resources. I think there are signs in there too that says like, ask me about hostessing, like ask me how to learn how to earn free LuLaRoe. Those little, placard things there too. So that is what it is. That is what you're paying for. That is the investment. Don't be intimidated by that. Honestly, if you added up the stuff that we all buy all year round that we probably don't really need, it is absolutely doable. Now, I am not saying you can start clipping coupons and just materialize $5,000. Obviously, that's not the way it works. And I am always going to be realistic with you. But there are lots of different ways to make this work for you, and I am happy to talk to you about them. So this is what happens when you make notes, and then your 1-year-old wants to help you. There's like some crayon on here. Hopefully I'll have them in the right order, because they are not in the notebook anymore. So another huge question is, how does this all work? Like, how do you do it? Like, you can't, you buy this big package. Well, then what? Then you have these, this giant stack of boxes. Well, what do you do with it? Well, honestly, everyone runs their business a little bit differently, and that's what you have to remember, is that this is your business. This is your small business. You are the owner, you are the boss, you are the manager, and you are like the janitor. Like, you are everything. Custodian. The point being, this is you. So you have to come up with a business plan that is going to work for you. My business plan, my exact business plan, is not going to work for everybody. My sponsors, like my trainer's business plan, is not going to work for everyone. Like my coach, my mentor, everyone, you have to find a balance. Like, you have to have a work-life balance. Most people go into this because it will give you more time with your family, but you have to plan accordingly. So you need to find that plan, that business plan that fits you and fits your family. You can, I think I mentioned this earlier, but you can do this part-time. You can do this full-time. You really do have to look at, and you have to match your goals to your time commitment, etc. Like, you can't go into this going, okay, well, I'm going to sell, I don't know, whatever. I'm going to sell $4,000 a month, but I'm only going to do this for 4 hours a day for 2 days on the weekends. Like, you need to have a realistic plan. I will sit down and run numbers with you of what is feasible, and you need to have those practical goals, and then you also need to have those reach goals, those goals that feel like it's too much, like there's no way I can do that, because you need to be striving towards something. You have to always be looking up, be looking forward. So you need to have your, daily, weekly, monthly, realistic, practical goals of, this is what needs to happen for my business to continue to grow and be successful. And then you have got to have those big dream goals. There's like, this is where I want to be a month from now. This is where I want to be 6 months from now. And I will help you to figure out how you're going to get there. We will line out those steps of what it's going to take to get you there. So another big question that I hear a lot is, how long is the wait to onboard? We talked about the queue time. When you sign up, you follow my link. It takes you to the LuLaRoe website. You fill out all your info, and then bam, you're in the queue. Incidentally, I will post my link in the comments. So you follow the link, you fill out the form, you're in the queue. It is 6 to 8 weeks is the average. It can be a little bit sooner. It can be a little bit longer. I think for me it was 7 weeks, and that seems to have been, the general average since then. I onboarded 5 months ago. So why? Okay, it's because there's such a high demand to get into this business. That is the wait time, because that is how many people are literally in line, in the queue, waiting to become retailers. This company is growing. It is growing by leaps and bounds, and our corporate office is just really putting forth an immense effort to keep up with all of that and to give us as retailers the resources we need. Like, they've just launched a new system for invoicing, a new point of sale system, and it is amazing, and I love it. But we'll have to talk about that another time, or we'll be here all night. So the 6 to 8 weeks, honestly, I'm really glad for it. and before you make faces at me that I can't see from your side of the phone, you need every minute of that time to set yourself up for success. Like, take that time, take those 6 to 8 weeks, plan, prepare, know what is happening, know what you're going to do, create a schedule, create a calendar, book parties, build your social media following, build your customer base so that the day that that inventory arrives, you hit the ground running. You are good to go. You are selling, selling, selling from the gate, okay? So that is the cue time. And so again, so how? Okay, here, you got us all of this. You can sell in person. Pop-up parties are the heart of LuLaRoe. That is how it all got started. Deanne, you'll hear Deanne tell stories about back when LuLaRoe was just maxi skirts, when she was doing it like out of her garage, and she would do, I don't know, some crazy number of pop-ups a week and sell maxi skirts, unhemmed maxi skirts. And so pop-up after pop-up after pop-up. That is absolutely the best way to grow your business. Do local, in-home, at your place. Like, I hostess here because, one, it's easier for me, and two, I call it hostess without the hassle. It's much easier for my hostesses because they don't have to worry about cleaning their house, they don't have to worry about their pets and their kids and the whole deal. So plan, be ready, okay? Get yourself booked, book your party. So how are you gonna make this money, okay? First of all, I will help you. I will guide you, I will support you, and I will bless your business, because I have seen such incredible success because I've been blessed by my upline, by my team, that is your team now, to really get me started and get me going in the right direction. And not just like, here's the thing, I would much rather train you properly from the beginning. Frankly, the more skills that I instill in you from the very beginning of launching your business, is the less work for me to do down the road. Like, I would much rather give you all the tools you need, give you all of the support that you need all the way through, and like set you down firmly on your own 2 feet, as opposed to like pointing you in the right direction and just giving you a big shove, because then I have to like come clean up the mess later. Like, you know, you can't do this on your own. You need support. And I would much rather, I don't want to be patronized. I would much rather like hold your hand and walk down the path all friendly like, than like just shove you down the road and then have to like come clean up like your mess like all Humpty Dumpty style in the future. So my goal as a sponsor is to make sure that you have what you need and to help you get there. Hey Autumn, how are you? I need to call you. I love you, girl. I'm so sorry. I'm busy. I'm just kidding. Autumn is my cousin, y'all, and she rocks. I will call you later. So, yes. You distracted me now. All right, let me find my notes. I want to give you everything that you need to get started in this so that you are not feeling lost, so that you are not stumbling in the dark and going, what did I get into? What am I doing? How am I going to do this? You need help. You need support. And part of the I don't want to say perks, part of the benefit of joining a well-established team like this is that there are, you know, we have team traditions that are part of, you know, me really blessing your business to get you started. I cannot advertise any incentives in a public forum like this. If you PM me, we can talk about them more. Things that I'm able to do for you to get you started. So I will happily talk about it privately, but I cannot advertise them. And there's a reason for that. It is to keep you focused on what is important and on the hard work and commitment that it takes for this, and not just like, here's the reason for this policy. Okay. The reason I can't advertise that if you join my team, I give you this and this and this and this, or I will do this and this and this for you, is because if you are focused on dollar amounts, or you are focused on all of the things that you need to get started, and there's a little more to this investment than your, $5,000 onboarding package. You need to be able to take quality photos. I assure you, the better your photos, the better your sales. It is important. People want to see what color something really is. Yeah, yeah, man, thumbs up on that. The better your photos, the better your sales. It is so, so important. Your customers want to know that you care enough to like take a decent photo so that they know what they're buying. It's important. So there's more to it than just your clothing. Like there is, you know, I have this cool background behind me and I have a room full of stuff that helps me run my business successfully. So I will talk about all of that with you privately, of course. But here's why we don't advertise incentives. Because the most important thing that I'm giving you is me. It is my time and my energy because I know that you are working hard to reach your goals. So I'm going to help you. As a sponsor, this is really important. As a sponsor, it is my moral and financial obligation to help you succeed. Okay? So moral obligation, what does it mean? It is the right thing to do. It would be just so wrong to bring you into a company, to bring you into running your own small business and then just be like, okay, go and do. Just, you know, go try it, see what happens. No, that would just be wrong. So it's the right thing to do to help you. As your colleague, as your friend, as your leader, it's the right thing to do. It is also my financial obligation. Every sponsor, it's a leadership bonus, okay? When you sponsor someone else into this company, LuLaRoe, the corporate office, pays us to train you, okay? It is a leadership bonus. It is not something you just get for being around. It is something that is designed to supplement my time, because basically my time spent with you, helping you to grow your business, takes away from the time that I can spend on my own business, okay? So that is the like basic idea behind leadership bonuses and leadership checks, is that is my bonus, that is my incentive to spend my time and energy training you, okay? So it's just really important that your sponsor knows that they have a moral and financial obligation to help you succeed, okay? You don't all want to be stumbling around in the dark together. That does not help anybody find like where you're going, okay? That will not help you find the light, just to have more people stumbling in the dark. So make sure that you have the leadership and the resources and the support that you need before you go into this business, whether you sign on with me or anyone else. Make sure that you know what you're getting into, okay? If you're not like a little bit nervous about just dropping $5,000 on something, then I am concerned. I am concerned for you, okay? You should be a little bit nervous. You should be thinking about what you're going to do, how you're going to succeed with this, how you are going to make this investment pay off and pay you, okay? So it is the real deal. You have to treat your business like a business. That's like one of the number one like sort of mantras. It's the number one step in the 72-hour game plan, which is something we'll have to talk about another time. We'll be here all night. Is treat your business like a business. It is so important. So make sure that you have basically like the support staff for your business that you need, and that is your upline. That is your team. Make sure you have what you need, okay? Make sure your sponsor is earning their bonuses, okay? So I think that I have made it all the way through all my scattered notes here. The first half was in my notebook, like all pretty and stuff. The second half is just everywhere. But I do think I actually made it through all the questions that I wrote down. If you have questions, please feel free to post them in the comments if you are watching the replay or if you are watching live right now. I will answer them as best I can. And if you have something you would like to discuss in greater detail, please feel free to PM me. You can also call or text me. I guess I can post my number in the comments. If you're watching live and you want to jot it down real quick, it is 608-293-1444. I don't know why I looked at my notes. I do know my own phone number. 608-293-1444. If I don't answer, leave a message. I will call you back. You could text me. Just make sure you let me know who it is so I know who's texting me. And you can private message me through Facebook. You can email me. All that info is on my Facebook business page. Get in touch. I want to answer your questions because truly, you know, like I said, if you're not a little nervous about making this kind of investment, then you maybe need to rethink making this. Hey, Carrie, you should be a little nervous about making this kind of investment. But don't let that anxiety be crippling. Let that anxiety be a motivation for you to find out what it takes and find out what you need to succeed and find out who is available, who is going to help you do that. Where are the resources? Who are the resources? Where and who are the leadership that you need? Reach out. I will happily answer any questions. Do not be shy. Thank you all for watching. I love you. You are amazing. You make my business successful. And I am so grateful for you. So I am going to just stall for about 10 more seconds and see if anything pops up. There's a little bit of a delay with Facebook Live. And then I am going to sign off and go home to my baby and my hubby and have a lovely night. I hope that you have a beautiful night as well. Again, please feel free to reach out to me if you have any kind of questions, concerns, anything you want to know. Whatever's on your mind, I am here. I want to hear it, and I want to answer you. And like I said, if I don't have the answer, I will find out. And if I don't have a good answer, I will find a better one. So let me know what's on your mind. So have a wonderful night, and we will talk soon. Bye-bye.